Hey guys, this is Mrs. Harbin, and this is Algebra 2, Unit 2, Section 3. We are working today on writing linear equations. Remember, an equation is just two expressions set equal to each other, and linear means it has to do with a line. So when we graph these on a Cartesian plane, they should form a nice straight line. It should be our goal to seek out healthy relationships with people that will promote godly behavior and encourage one another to lead wholesome, pure lives according to God's plan for each of us. We know that there are relationships in math between x and y coordinates. There are relationships in science. There are relationships in history. We see relationships between people and events, cause and effect, everywhere we look. And our goal for you is that you are choosing people and relationships with people who will cause or affect your life in such a way that it promotes godly behavior and encourages you to lead a wholesome and pure life. As we're looking at these relationships in math, we can use these relationships to help predict things and to solve the problems that we have in the world around us. Our lesson objective is this. You, the student, will write a linear equation when given the graph of a line, 2 points on a line, or the slope and a point. We represent the equation of a line, if you remember, with y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. When the slope, m, and the y-intercept, b, are known, the line's equation can be written in that slope-intercept form that I just mentioned, and we reviewed already this unit, y equals mx plus b. If the slope m and a point in the line are given, then the y-intercepts can be found and the linear equation can be written. When a linear function modeling the line passes through 2, 1, with a slope of, write a linear function modeling the line passing through 2, 1, with a slope of 2 over 3. Let's take a look at y equals mx plus b. We know a y and we know an x, 2 and 1. We also know our slope, 2 over 3. We can use that to find the y-intercept. We'll plug in what we know and solve for our variable, and we find out that b equals negative 1/3. When we put that back into slope-intercept form, we get y equals 2/3 x minus 1/3. We're going to change that y so it says f of x because our y is dependent on our x. It is a function of x. And that is our final answer in function notation or function form. The equation of a line passing through a point, point 1, which is x1, y1, with slope m can be found using the point slope form of a line. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we can use that to find the slope. Write the standard form equation of the line passing through 2, 1 with a slope of 2 over 3. Let's use point slope form here. We know that our first y is 1 and our first x is 2. We also know our slope is 2 over 3. To solve this, let's get rid of our fractions by multiplying by a common denominator. Here, the common denominator of this term is 3. So if we multiply both sides by 3, we get 3y minus 3 equals 2 times x minus 2. We don't multiply the 3 by what's in parentheses. This is one term, and we're only going to multiply it by that first coefficient, if you will, in the term. Then we can use the distributive property and simplify our equation so that it's in this form, negative 2x plus 3y equals 1. We don't want to lead with the negative, so we divide everything by negative 1 to get 2x minus 3y equals 1. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line passing through negative 4, 3, and 2, 6. The first thing that we can do is find the slope using our y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, and we find the slope to be 3, 6, which simplifies to 1/2. We then plug in what we know into the y equals mx plus b, and we get our y point and one of our x points. It doesn't matter which one you use. And our slope plugged in, we can now solve for the y-intercept. We find b to be 5. We can take our slope and our y-intercept to write the equation of the line, which is y equals 1/2 x plus 5, so that we can plug in any point along this line to find the missing x or y point. Here's some valuable information that you need to know. First, parallel lines have the same slope. They will never cross or intersect because their slope is exactly the same. They run side by side. And the slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals for each other. In case you've forgotten what that means, remember that the number 2 is really just the rational number 2 over 1. And the negative of that, we'll put a negative sign, and the reciprocal of that, we would flip our fraction. So the negative reciprocal of 2 is negative 1/2. If we're starting with negative 3, remember that's just negative 3 over 1. And the negative or opposite, here we go, reciprocal, would be 1 over 3 positive. So slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals of each other. The negative reciprocal of 3 is negative 1/3 as an example in addition to the 2 that we already wrote on the side there. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line passing through 3, 1, and perpendicular to a line with a slope 3. Well, if it's perpendicular to a line with a slope 3, I know its slope must be negative 1 over 3. And I also know one of the points. And I'm being asked to write it in slope-intercept form. So let me write y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus 1 equals our slope times x minus 3. And we said our slope was negative 1/3. We're going to get rid of the fractions here after we distribute. Maybe we're not. I think we'll just leave them there. When we simplify that, we get y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. And that equation is now in slope-intercept form. Today we wrote linear equations when given the graph of a line, 2 points on a line, or the slope and a point. Using all that information, we can write linear equations that describe lines, and we can use that information to help us solve real-world problems.